Good afternoon, wherever you are in the world watching me right now. Today, I have chosen a topic about the various strains of virus and why this mutation happens. Suddenly, in last few weeks, we are reading a new virus strain that is probably first time spotted in UK, and there's a bit of a confusion as to which part of the world it might have happened, and now they are testing in laboratory about this new strain and are trying to study everything about it. So what is this mutation? Mutation is change in some part of that virus. Mostly this time it is the protein on the spike that is used, to find the entry in the human body. So mutation is basically a change, and the change happens as virus learns. So how do we learn? Even we human beings learn from our environment, depending on which environment we are put in. Uh, uh, this is our basic nature, to be in harmony with our environment, constantly exchanging information and learning and updating ourselves. Viruses are also like this only, they also update. There are trillions of viruses inside our body, outside, in the environment, on all the living things. They are basically protein particles, and they are constantly updating us all the time. They are in a dynamic equilibrium. They are constantly registering the change in the environment, and they adapt to the environment. About more than 100 years ago, we started the use of antibiotics. Antibiotic means against life, and these chemical medicines were found to be very effective in destroying certain kind of bacteria. And in last 100 years, we have seen many generations of antibiotics. Why? We had to keep changing the antibiotics, keep making them stronger. Why? Because our so-called enemy bacteria started becoming very resistant to these antibiotics. So how do a tiny little creature learns so quickly and learns about survival? For the current pandemic, COVID-19 also has gone through under such immune pressure, and that is because of the environment that we have created. The environment that is created at various hospitals by using lots of medications. Some are indicated, some are not indicated. There was confusion which one to use, what was the dose. Sometimes more than one drug was used because we did not know how to clearly handle the virus. We just out of our fear, and we did over treatment, and an environment was created which was of a very great immune stress, and so the virus under this immune pressure learned very quickly to survive. So the virus is more intelligent than us. This is what it says. Virus learns, virus develops immunity, and then virus survives, which should be the same for us human beings. We should be learning from our environment, adjust, develop our immunity naturally, and then we do not have to go after some chemicals or some medication to handle some virus. Just about a few months ago, I had mentioned that viruses will mutate, new strains will come. This cannot end unless we look at the cause why in the first place this entire pandemic has happened. How come the virus that had remained in the environment, not hurting us, started crossing over and finding human host to come in and start affecting us? So the reason, the cause has to be found. Just recently I posted a note from by the WHO chief Tedros, mentioning that unless we pay attention to our climate, and the welfare of animals, these pandemics will not go away. We will see many more to come. Now, the World Health Organization also is acknowledging that we have to pay attention how we take care of our own environment and how do we take care of our own animals on this planet. Whenever we have ill-treated animals, whenever we have brought them from their wild habitat onto the urban environment, have started consuming them in various forms, have drugged them with various antibiotics and hormones, and we remain in close proximity to these animals. The viruses, which are billions in number, that are residing in this animal's body, are bound to cross over. And that's what has happened in last 100 years. Whichever pandemics or epidemics that have come, or those all have link with various animals. So this is known to us for more than 100 years now, that animals have to be left alone. Animals should be there where they should be, so the viruses also remain with them and are safe over there, are reflecting our environment and will not cross over. Secondly, why the viruses find our body suitable? Because we are eating the foods which are grown with loads of chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers for generations now. So the quality of food has gone down, and the food that makes our body is made with a very substandard quality material. So our own immune system also is not very strong. The environment pollution, the air pollution that has happened, because number one is animal agriculture. The billions of animals that are killed every month for food and our own personal uses are, in various locations, various places in the farms, which are, amounting to squares of kilometers, and there they are kept in a very unhygienic conditions, and their poo is getting collected, and these are pumped in all the time, loads of antibiotics, and these are also one of the biggest virus inviting environment on earth, and our air is getting polluted. Also the vehicles, the crude oil, the kind of material that we are using to get ourselves transported is also polluting our own environment, and we never paid attention. The emergency was coming. Now, why the strain has appeared at the time when it is the flu season, known for years across the globe? In the northern hemisphere, middle of October, the flu season starts, and we do see loads of cases of respiratory illnesses, and it ends only when the spring arrives. So this is known. The pollutants which are less than 2.5 microns are trapped in the air, are likely to get into our body and get deposited somewhere and provide unhealthy environment. Also, the water is getting very polluted with loads of pesticides seeping in from the earth and are getting into our drinking water. So these are various ways we have poisoned our earth and poisoned our own body. On the top of it, we also end up taking lots of medications which are made from various chemicals, which are also like antibiotics. This morning someone just called up and was trying to ask us on the phone, I have some cough and what medicine can I take or something. So the next question we asked, what medicine are you taking already? I said, oh, I already took an antibiotic, I took this, already self-medication. We already know antihistaminics, antibiotics, these words we already know. We can go to a chemist shop and we start self-medicating ourselves without, before even we go to the first doctor. So we have already done so, with our body. We are now poisoning ourselves, and Then on the top of it, a lot of us stay indoor and we have very less sunshine, and then we probably sometimes don't even do enough exercises. And even if we try to do lots of yoga and pranayam, but the air is polluted, water is contaminated. Why don't we do something for our own environment? Why don't we take a decision to not to use these chemicals anymore, which are anti-life, which are not just anti-life for the bacteria. As we destroy this microbiome of the earth, of the environment, we also destroy the microbiome, which is our friendly bacteria inside our own body, which are our first guard, which will also would help to process all these toxins in our own body. So we if we don't wake up and if we don't learn the lesson, we are going to see more mutation, and the vaccines may not be sufficient. We do not know enough about how vaccine can protect. We are still learning. We just have to wait and watch for some more time to see, collect the data, understand all about. So ideally, the best solution that I always suggest is to learn to look after our own body as the first thing. Our body is like temple, and we have to treat like one, and do not put anything that is substandard or garbage. A whole food plant-based diet which is organic, fresh, which is more regional, this is likely to be a foundation. This way we will also leave animals alone into their wildlife. We will also take care of the pollution in water, in the environment. And this plant-based diet is also known to reverse so many lifestyle diseases like type 2 diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, thyroid, PCOS, and also high cholesterol. So this is the diet that is for health. It is going to take us ahead now to look after our health, and no matter how many more mutations may happen or variants may come, if we have a very strong body, a very strong immune system with a very healthy microbiome, we will be able to handle. And this is our intelligence that will keep us. This is what I call it as inner doctor, that will look after us. Just the way how a virus is looking after, just the way how bacteria looks after and becomes antibiotic resistant. We have to develop this resistance, this strength from inside, trusting the same intelligence that the nature has for the virus. So thank you very much, friends, for being here. Thank you, Anjana, for writing the comment. And next time I'll be also back again with another interesting topic. Thank you, Radha, also for being here. Do pay attention. This is a very, very important topic. The message is very clear, is to go more on a plant-based diet and save the planet, save all the animals, and save our own system, our own body. We cannot be healthy while we are out killing friendly bacteria or also killing animals to become our food. Thank you very much. Namaste.